Welcome back to the Business Enhancement Series, presented by Efficiency United and Semco Energy Gas Company. We're talking about business development because, as Peter Drucker said, the best way to predict the future is to create it, meaning the best way to bring in new business is to always be developing new business. So you have marketing on one side and sales on the other. Marketing is all the things you do to bring business to your company. It can be advertising, vehicle graphics, real estate, and then there's sales. Once you bring in the business through marketing, it's your job to sell them the product they're looking for or need. Business development is what brings those two together. It's enhanced by your marketing strategies, and it works along with your sales processes in order to grow your business, develop new business, and keep your funnel full. So what is business development? Well, it's a combination of strategic analysis, marketing, and sales. So it might be a person who goes out and develops new business. It could be an advertising plan or a digital media plan. It could be your social media. And of course, it could be just direct sales. It's also the creation of long-term value for an organization from customers, markets, and relationships. So it could be membership in a trade organization, Rotary Club, BNI, and the creation of long-term growth and profitability. So that may be adding product lines, adding locations, enhancing your digital presence. So in order to be good at business development, what do we need to know? Well, what's the state of our industry? Are we growing? Of course we are. Plus, what's the local climate like in your individual town? What's your competition? Now, who are the current customers? Can you use them to develop new business? If you do a good job, that's certainly going to go a long way to referrals and upsells. Now, what are the strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, or SWOT analysis? So as a company, what do you do better than others? What may you need to work on or might want to avoid? What are some opportunities in the marketplace, and are there threats? Is there competition out there or economic conditions that could deter? And what's coming down the pike? Are there new regulations or new rebates or tax incentives for companies or residential to do business with you? So there are definitely different ways to develop new business for your company. Obviously, optimizing existing relationships through referrals, through additional sales and services. You can establish business in new markets, either by being willing to travel further out of your market or even adding new locations. Or it could just be a market segment, adding products, adding services. Then there's developing strategic partnerships and alliances, whether it be with other complementary vendors, contractors, associations, either business associations or homeowners associations or home builders associations. Putting yourself in a position to get referrals and brought in on deals is certainly a great position to be in as a company. What are some of the methods for business development out there? Well, number one, optimizing the current sale. So you can either upsell by offering additional features and options to augment the current purchase, or you could cross-sell. You could offer additional products to complement the current purchase. Timing is important here. Both of these provide value to the customer, and both of them are certainly a way to develop new and bigger business. The best time to do it is important. Immediately after the decision to purchase has been made is where you might want to do these add-ons, but not at the cost of the sale. From the Better Buildings for Michigan program, it was a DOE-sponsored study. They found that repeat service visit is the HVAC contractor's primary means of generating revenue, and that consumers consider HVAC contractors to be the experts in home comfort, health, and safety too. So you have the opportunity to both be an expert and be the person that they call in order to make those enhancements, assuming you give the customer the right experience along the way. For instance, maybe you sell a customer a boiler reset control. You can offer them savings of up to 20% of heating costs, improve indoor comfort, and reduce equipment cycling for longer equipment life. The controller aligns operations with an outdoor air temperature to provide the stated benefits. And this can be used as an opportunity to demonstrate professional knowledge and enhance the customer relationship at minimal cost. What about an EC motor? You could suggest upgrading to a variable speed ECM model when installing a high efficiency furnace. The benefits you can offer that customer: more efficiencies up to 75% versus traditional PSC efficiencies of less than 45%. It'll enhance comfort, improve IAQ, better humidity control, lower noise. The ECM provides the benefit because it's inherently more efficient than traditional motors and its variable speed. So this can be used as an opportunity to demonstrate, again, professional knowledge and enhance customer relationships. Another upsell, maintenance contracts. If you can explain to a customer that poor maintenance will actually reduce the effectiveness and the efficiency of what they're doing, you might be able to get them to sign up for long-term maintenance. Optimal charge in your AC system and importance of sealed duct systems for energy consumption. There is an industry standard for residential HVAC system maintenance, including air distribution systems, steam distribution systems, furnaces, boilers, evaporators, condensing units, heat pumps, packaged units, geothermal systems. So this can be used as a launching pad for maintaining other home systems. And it could be used as an opportunity to demonstrate professional knowledge and, of course, enhance that customer relationship. Having incentives, having rebates, certainly makes it even easier. It helps because it already has an established value, and that means it's already on sale no matter what they decide to purchase, as long as it conforms. These measures are supported by the utilities. And make sure you know the contractor's still going to need to explain the value for the particular homeowners, but it's certainly a selling tool, and it's free money at your disposal. Robert Scaringe from Mainstream Engineering says, HVAC system air filter upgrades are one way contractors can simultaneously increase customer residential indoor air quality and generate more business. It's very logical, very easy. Improved IAQ with electronic and electrostatic models, no added pressure drop of higher than MERV 6 panel filters, and no reduction in system efficiency. And you should expect similar results for your own business. This can be used as an opportunity to demonstrate, again, that professional knowledge and enhance the customer relationship. That's what you're trying to do in business development. Make your future sales easier than your current sales. Another example of cross-selling is moisture control. So on the dehumidifier side, improved summer IAQ, optimized humidity level, reduced opportunities for mold and bacterial growth, and they're incented. From the humidifier side, improves winter IAQ, optimized humidity level, provides comfort and reduced energy consumption, as well as protects hardwood floors and electronics. What about a programmable thermostat? You can save as much as 10% by setting the unoccupied set point to 7 to 10 degrees below the occupied set point for 8 hours a day. And with a winter occupied set point around 68 degrees and summer around 78 degrees, significant savings. And of course, this is incented, so there are rebates available. Another opportunity to demonstrate professional knowledge and enhance customer experiences. Another cross-selling opportunity, water heaters. Suggest a new high-efficiency storage model, 4 to 9% by adding insulating blankets to existing equipment. Save 3 to 5% for every 10-degree reduction in the set point on the existing equipment, with a programmable timer to turn it off when occupants are asleep or away. Insulated tank and exposed hot water piping for additional energy savings there. You can recommend gas models without standing pilots. And again, more opportunities to show your professional knowledge and enhance the customer experience. For water heaters in a heat pump model, you can reduce energy use by up to 50%. That also will act as a dehumidifier during the summer, and an on-demand model will prevent energy waste. So some best practices when it comes to upselling and cross-selling. You got to know which upgrades are logical. It's not just about making additional sales. If it's logical for them, it's going to be a lot easier to sell. Exercise good timing. Don't throw it on at the very end right before the sale, and don't try to pile too much on after the sale. Make sure that you're having the discussions at the appropriate times. Always communicate the value, the benefit to the customer. If they can't justify the cost based on the benefits you've given them, then you haven't given them a good enough reason to buy. Always focus on the customer's needs and always respect pushback. If they're doing this on a budget and they see what you're offering them as unnecessary expenses, you don't want to be seen as pushy. Research has found that about 30% of customers are going to be receptive to upselling. Another method for business development is to enter new markets. North Carolina-based Home Energy Partners started out performing ENERGY STAR home energy ratings, and increasingly, they found they were also hired to perform comfort and leakage evaluations in older homes. After discovering that a home had serious leakage problems, they broke the bad news to the homeowner. Inevitably, the homeowner would ask, well, can you fix it? HEP expanded its services to include air sealing and HVAC installation. In 1 year, HEP brought in an additional $500,000 in sales. So this is an example of adding new services, adding new markets and new products to what you do. What that can meld into is the whole house approach. So consider the entire house as a system and use building science and testing to diagnose and remedy deficiencies in home comfort, safety, durability, and efficiency. The HVAC system is already the biggest and most complex system in the house. So of all the house systems, the HVAC system most impacts all these items: comfort, safety, durability, efficiency. So that's what you care most about. So in the whole house approach, you can be talking about HVAC, water heating, air leakage, duct leakage, building leakage, insulation, lighting, appliances, IAQ, moisture management, ventilation, energy modeling. All of these items impact home comfort, efficiency, durability, and safety. Important things to homeowners. So why do all this? What are other people in the industry saying? Mary Ellen Conforti from Air Group said, "We took on whole house work as part of our offering since we had the staff and the systems in place from our HVAC business. We wanted to maintain control, so we invested in the training and equipment. It's a very, very good move for us." Okay, I added the extra very. With Efficiency United, you have all the tools to help to make these types of sales. With the whole house approach, you've got potential incentives on air sealing, on insulation in attics, above grade walls, below grade walls, knee walls, crawl spaces, floors, rim joists, windows, appliances. So again, more systems and more opportunities. Liz Robinson says, using the whole house approach, the Philadelphia-based Smart Energy Solutions finally has a business plan in place and is ready for steady growth. And here's a great problem to have. The biggest challenge for SES in the future is whether it can grow fast enough to keep pace with the demand in the market. This is from a contractor case study available on the ENERGY STAR website. This data here is based on an analysis of what the market is for all residential building stock in the U.S. that was built before the 1980s. If they were retrofitted to be 30% more efficient. And it says investments in residential energy efficiency upgrades offer $182 billion of investment potential, much of it in single-family residential properties. So, is the market there? I'd say yes. In Michigan alone, Michigan households use 123 million BTU of energy per home. That's 38% more than the average U.S. household. High consumption combined with low cost for heating fuels compared to states with similar climate result in Michigan households spending 6% more for energy than the U.S. average, which means Michigan homes use a lot more energy but don't pay as much for it. Partly because of less reliance on electricity for heating as well as cool summers keeps average site electricity consumption in the state low relative to other parts of the U.S. And Michigan homes are typically older than other homes, which means less efficient. Again, in Michigan alone, almost 3.5 million single-family homes, 85% of those built before 1990. 21% considered poorly insulated. 60% considered too drafty during the winter, some, most, or all of the time. 58% of current occupants have not added caulking or weather stripping. 34% have single-pane windows. And 97% have not had a home energy audit. Now that's market upside. One note, single-family homes in this case includes both detached and attached units. Another testimonial from someone in your industry, Matthew Holtkamp from Holtkamp Heating and Air Conditioning. With the new testing equipment and procedures, Holtkamp could pin down the source of any HVAC problem and find a solution based on the condition of the whole house. Before the training, for example, if a client complained of high energy bills and dust, we'd install a new high-efficiency furnace and recommend a new furnace filter for the dust. After the training, we would diagnose the problem as duct leakage using a blower door assessment and seal the ducts before installing the new furnace. So when you convert and transition to the whole house approach, there are a lot of operations that need to be organized, and you as a contractor need to be responsible for business planning and processes, marketing, customer contact, assessments, sales, contract administration, production, customer service, and each of those areas have their own challenges. So for business planning and processes, you've got training, employee relations, procurement of employees and subcontractors, strategic planning, and then on the marketing and customer contact side, your public relations strategies, your advertising strategies, your customer referral strategies, your call management, lead management. When you're assessing the jobs, you need to interact with a customer. You have the whole house performance assessment. From a sales point of view, you have to do a proposal, the sales presentation, and close the client. Then for contract administration, you've got to process the contract. You've got to deal with financing potentially, rebates and incentives, accounts receivable and payable. You got to make sure you get paid. Production side, you have project planning and scheduling. You have project implementation, quality assurance, and of course, customer service, customer relations, warranty requests. Now, those areas in red, not necessarily problems, but they're areas where changes from what you might have traditionally been doing in the HVAC world to the new model of whole house performance. This is probably going to require some changes, such as training on additional systems, equipment, and tools as well. There are tools to help you make this transition and make it smoothly. In fact, the U.S. Department of Energy has provided guidance on how you can enhance your business model to include these. The guidance actually includes strategic planning, vendor relationships, technical training, customer engagement, community engagement, business processes, work scope, and procedures. And some of those items may vary based on what your existing model is. It'll also include how-to fact sheets on training, equipment, customer education, community engagement, on-site customer interviews, performance assessments, customer presentations, resource lists. The Department of Energy has provided all this guidance, and it's all for you in order to be able to more effectively sell the products that are both best for the customer and the environment. It may require that you get some new personal certifications, a BPI or ResNet. These can be very helpful depending on which services that you wish to offer. Each of these costs between $1,500 and $2,500 for the certificate, and they'll help establish competency with your customers and also build trust the more qualified you seem for the work you're doing. Lots of educational opportunities out there as well, and these are great opportunities not only to learn but for training and networking and for keeping abreast of upcoming industry changes like this one, the IECC. Of course, we're all used to it now, but to save energy, owners of older Michigan homes might want to upgrade their homes to home energy performance standards, which represents opportunities for you as a contractor. So as building standards change, the older homes are still spewing out energy left and right. Knowing what's coming down the pike and how it affects your customers and, of course, your own business is extremely important. Another method for business development, of course, is to develop strategic alliances. And when you look at all the different organizations and people on your team, you realize all the different opportunities out there for networking and strategic alliances. So on your team, you've got the government, building designers and developers, construction professionals, equipment manufacturers, utilities, contractor and trade allies, your peers, the end users, and efficiency advocates. Strand Brothers in Austin, Texas, credits much of their company's success to being able to work in a city that supports their business model, which is efficiency. So being an ally of the government can bring opportunities to you. By teaming up with Efficiency United, you have financial incentives for residential efficiency upgrades with lighting systems, HVAC equipment and control technologies, water heaters, appliances, and others. And by going to the Efficiency United website as a trade ally, you'll find out what's available to you, the time frames, and qualifications needed to take advantage of the incentives. It's important to use the website so you don't quote incentives that might not be available to a customer. If you're already offering rebated equipment, this might actually open up an opportunity for you to help customers find or expand on the projects they're already planning on doing. As a trade ally with Efficiency United, we give you the tools every step of the way, from free marketing materials and opportunities, free energy efficiency and business development education, free energy analysis tools, case studies, and more. You don't have to reinvent the wheel, and you have the added benefit of looking pretty good with professional materials and opportunities. And some ways you can enhance that customer relationship through this process: you might complete the application for them, providing all the necessary documentation, providing addressed envelopes, or even actually filing the rebate for them. Making things simple and easy for customers builds that reliance, which leads to more sales opportunities in the future. So you're saying, this sounds great. I want to enhance my business. How do I become a trade ally? What we're going to need is for you to review and comply with the insurance requirements, complete and sign a participation agreement and confidentiality policy, provide a copy of your company's W-9, and submit the materials to our office, which the address is on the screen, but it's Efficiency United Trade Ally Registration, 100 West Road, Building 3, Suite 200, East Lansing, Michigan, 48823. Brief overview of what you'll be looking at. For the participation agreement, you agree to actively promote the program, abide by all applicable laws, building codes, and licensing requirements, maintain requisite insurance, allow the use of your company name, hold harmless Efficiency United and any other partners who are participating. You understand that Efficiency United, I&M, and SEMCO, as well as participating utilities, don't endorse any particular product, manufacturer, or design, don't warranty workmanship or fitness for a particular purpose. They're not responsible for proper disposal of generated waste, for damages. We're going to use this information to support the Trade Ally programs and other Trade Allies' participation in Efficiency United and I&M and SEMCO programs. And don't worry, we don't sell or permit the unauthorized use of contractor information. Real quick on the insurance requirements, fairly standard for the industry. Commercial general liability of $1 million, motor vehicle liability that's required by law, workers' compensation liability as required, and employer's liability again of $1 million. If you don't have this, you might want to consider upgrading, because this can be viewed as a differentiating factor, and it'll actually limit the competition so that trade allies are more of an elite group. General rule of thumb is that each of the categories and the general and employer's coverage should be up to $1 million. Almost universally, we see the experience of our trade allies being increased sales and profitability, enhanced visibility in the marketplace, stronger customer relationships, and of course those ready-made marketing materials that help you complete those sales along the way. In the next section, we're going to talk about financial strategies that'll help you close more deals, as the Business Enhancement series presented by Efficiency United and SEMCO Energy Gas Company continues. Click the next section called Financial Strategies to Close Deals.